Well, greetings, Samford, and welcome to Beck's Bench, a new video series in which I will share important news and updates from our campus. I'm also looking forward to hosting inspiring members of our community who will sit down with me to discuss their experiences, insights, and faith. This video will be delivered directly to your inbox at the beginning of each month, and my hope is that Beck's Bench will be an opportunity for us to stay connected as a community. Through these stories of impact and inspiration, we will together remain for God, for learning forever. As the new academic year is upon us, we have much to be grateful for. We celebrate our 180th anniversary year and our 13th year of record enrollment. We welcome new students, new colleagues, new programs, and new traditions. And we celebrate a return to campus, which brings an excitement and energy that we've been waiting for all summer. As we look ahead to the return of in-person activities, I hope to see all of you soon at one of our many official Samford events. Our football team opens its season at home on September 2nd against Tennessee Tech, and our women's volleyball, women's soccer, cross country, and golf teams have all kicked off their seasons as well. We have a number of alumni events scheduled over the month ahead, and we look forward to Family Weekend at the end of September. I'm also excited to share the return of our weekly campus worship services and hope you'll join us on Tuesday mornings in the Wright Center for weekly worship and an inspirational environment for spiritual growth. Well, now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to the very first guest to Beck's Bench, who brings us here to Samford's Track and Field Complex. This is the home of Samford's track and field team, who, under the leadership of 11-time SoCon Coach of the Year Rod Tiffin, has won 10 SoCon championships in 13 years and produced 21 NCAA All-Americans and 1 national champion. It's my honor and pleasure to introduce you to Justin Stuckey, whose incredible 2021 All-American season culminated with an appearance at the Olympic trials. Justin, welcome to Beck's Bench.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you.
Yes,
Justin, you're a high jumper, an All-American, and talk about an exciting summer. Just a little more than a month ago, you were competing at the Olympic trials. Tell us about that.
Olympic trials is a great experience. I would say it's a learning, humbling, and motivating experience. Getting to be there with professional athletes all across the world and be able to learn how it is to prepare for that type of moment was great for me. A humbling experience, because I didn't have the performance I'd like to have. And a motivating experience because I get to do this. This is what God has blessed me to do, and I get to come back with another opportunity to get it done in 3 years. So it's a great experience.
Love the attitude. What's amazing is track and field, high jumping, is relatively new to you. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
It all started trying to impress somebody. Tell me that story.
Yeah, so back in middle school, there was a girl that I thought, I don't know, she was everything at that moment. I just wanted to go out there and just try to show what I can do, and I was pretty athletic. So went out there. And my coach at the time, Coach George, just like, hey, I want you to go try this. So jumping over the bar, and it's taken me this far now.
That's awesome. So I imagine that's where your Samford story begins, but tell us where you're from and how you got to Samford.
I'm from Helena, Alabama originally, about 30 minutes away from campus. Coach Tiffin's son was actually my teammate. So he'd seen me performing and competing, and the things just lined up well and gave me an opportunity. I'm grateful for it.
That's great. How have you changed since you've been here at Samford? Athletically, certainly, but maybe more importantly, personally.
Well, athletically, obviously, you can look at my freshman year to now. I've grown tremendously as far as depth and how my ceiling is on the All-American stage now. Personally, definitely a lot of growth, more in the spiritual realm than anything else. Being here to be able to go from a guy who just goes to church some days or just Sundays, and then being able to lead a group and a ministry group on campus has been a big experience for me. Being able to grow and be a face and motivating the people around campus and around the community.
I know athletics is on your mind, the Olympic trials in the rearview mirror, but what's your major? What kind of career are you planning to pursue?
Yeah, so I'm a marketing major now, and obviously away from athletics, I want to work in the sports marketing world, so whether it's a college team, professional team, just stay around sports and do what I can do as far as like crafting and marketing.
Right. Justin, Samford is lucky to have you. You're a Samford Ambassador, which, as you know, is an honor. What about this place? What can you say that makes this place special to you?
It's, more of a home feeling. You get to see the same people every day and be able to grow relationships. I think that's the biggest key. Not on a crazy big community where you just see somebody like once every 2 or 3 months. You get to really establish relationships and grow, and I think that's the biggest thing for me away from athletics, being at Samford.
What do you dream about at night? What is it that Justin Stuckey wants to do in this world?
Be an influence, an impact to people, whether it's through athletics, whether it's through the community, just being somebody who people can have some hope in, because I know who I have my hope in, that's the Lord, and He's given me a platform and the ability to inspire other people.
Well, Justin, we're so proud that you're a part of the Samford family. We love you, we're proud of you. Thanks for representing the university so well through your leadership and your grace and your talent. It's been a pleasure to chat with you today, and we'll certainly be cheering you on this season.
Yes,
God
sir.
bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. And that'll do it for this edition of Beck's Bench. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to speaking with you again on Beck's Bench very soon. In the meantime, have a great start to the fall semester, and of course, go Bulldogs.
Go Dogs.